Navigate to Tesla Dyna. Let's see if this all works here. Yeah, don't complain. Do not complain. Switch into Mad Max. I'm not gonna order ahead. And let's see how this works here with the live stream. It probably is not the best because this is a very covered road, and I can see this already. Live stream is freezing. It may not work very well, but I'm still recording it, so there you have it.
Smart move recording it anyway. That way you get the full thing.
Yeah, thank you, Grog, for being in my live stream here. Skip to live, so here we are. Making my way back to the Tesla Diner to charge up some more there and eat something maybe, and then I make my way back to Yucca Valley. And I can live stream this too, which I probably should. The more the merrier, the more the better. And then we see. That was a good test. Trying to see how hand signals work, if FSD can understand them. It didn't really look consistent to me. It was trying to go around her all the time, and really by standing in the middle of the road and then, you know, waving, it seemed to be working. I have to say, a police officer, in my opinion, would kind of block the road, would stand in front of the car and would wave them. So, but it didn't really look to me like it was very confident. So yeah. And on the live stream. On the way to the diner. Red light, green light, go. So yeah, as usual, what I will do later today, I will extract the material, kind of, you know, put it together, and then upload it as well. And then we see. There should be enough for everybody to see how we try to, you know, make the Cybertruck go in a different direction instead of where my pin was. So, let me drink some water. Crush the bottle. It's getting hot now. I can tell you that. Awesome looking. Oh man, I like this blue. Following Miss Jillian. And we have a frost blue Tesla right behind us. Nice. The plats are all around. Cyber beasts and two. Or maybe that's not even the plat, or maybe they don't have a badge. Who knows? I was thinking that the no, I think Frost Blue was also available for the standard Model S or premium or whatever they call all of this now. And we should go. I don't know. No hands, yeah, look. And I'm in Mad Max. I'm in Mad Max and it's basically always in the left lane. Mad Max is always in the left lane. It's like I'm in Mad Max, so look at that. Sorry for yelling. 1.6 miles, then we turn right. Okay. Well, basically follow the road, yeah. off to the diner. Speed limit here is 35, and I am going more than that. But I'm in Mad Max. Max 1. Max 1. Okay. 0.9 miles to get to the intersection where we need to go slightly right. I don't know if we have to be in the right lane or not. FSD should know. Seems to be confident by staying in this lane here. Maybe both of those turn right. I'm not from here. I don't know. So let's trust FSD. And it looks like it's not really an issue. Lady next to me wanted to see who sits in the car in her Model X. Skip to live. And off we go. There's a Waymo. Ever so, oh, what was that? Looked like it wanted to go into the right lane, but then it didn't. So I would think that HBO has some sort of building, office or something here. If it does say HBO on the top, what does that say here on the map? Sunset, I don't see anything. Oh, there's some emergency vehicles action. So we kind of slowing down, going, slowing down, going. Since it's not on our side, since they are not moving, we keep going. Cybertruck with a rack and Starlink Mini in the back. They looked familiar. I think I know them. They look very familiar. Like I had seen it on the Chattanooga charge. That exact Cybertruck. Have a puffy summer. Okay, good. I was thinking so. I just looked at the replay here or the stream that is delayed. It looked like this Range Rover was just going on red, and I guess it did. Turning left here. And I think that's the same Range Rover. What is my microphone? State of charge, okay. This car's not going, they're just standing there on the left turn. That was interesting. This is tight. Why are you over the lane, lady? I was just thinking about the live stream comment. Miriam, it's so funny. On the way to the Tesla diner. I had a Mercedes just like this, same color, almost identical on the left hand side that we just passed. That's a long, long time ago. When was that? Oh, that was in 84, 85, 1985. I was about no, I think it was in 88. Around that time, a long time ago. The guy next to me is looking at my car with his mouth open like he is just confused. So they turn left, we should go to the right. Oh, okay. Wasn't really necessary. But it looked to me like they would turn left from this lane I was in. But nevertheless, we need to turn right in 1 mile anyway. Oh, let me cool my phone a bit. It says it got hot. So the charging is on hold. I'm talking about my iPhone here on the left hand side. Not this iPhone here in the middle, and not my Android phone, which is my main phone that I use all the time. I'm an Android person on the phone, but I'm a Mac person on computers. That was good. That's something people don't do in Atlanta. I would have had a hard time switching from that right lane that I was in back into this lane because people would not let you in. They would just go. And another Cybertruck. Not really sure if I would want to stand there, but parking is difficult if you live like this. Point 0.6 miles in order to turn right. Again, I'm in Mad Max, so Mad Max is always kind of pushing it. And look who's there on the right hand side, Miss Jillian. To talk, carrying a tennis ball on the left hand side. I'm not sure if it's, no, it's not visible anymore. Okay. Like a flea market here. Point 3 to turn right. At some point we need to go. That's funny. You accelerate and then you line up behind this pickup truck. One thing I will do is, again, I will stand on the other side. Let me see if it's possible to see 5 minutes waiting time. You have to wait. And turn. Okay. I will keep going straight because I want to go to the other one. Pay attention. Crazy, crazy. Oh Lord, this person has a hard time getting in there. This is kind of crazy here. What are the thoughts on the German? Hang on, let me plug in. What are my thoughts on the state of German auto manufacturers? Seems like maybe they are struggling, especially with sales in Asia and China. Yes, they have a very hard time, and there's a lot to talk about, which I will perhaps do when I get back. So, um, let me just put things a bit away here, and let me keep this one on and full blast. Yeah, I will be back. I will see if I can eat something. Actually, I might stop the live stream. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Let me switch the title. And can get my microphone ready. Sorry for that click. Um, skip to live. Exit only. Here we go. Going back to Yucca Valley. And are we scraping this here? No, we are not. I'm in Mad Max. And now getting a little bit cold because I had to cool down like really significantly. Let me get my water. And rears on as well. And let me see. I want to go where nobody has gone before. Going to the charger. And here we are. Memorial Day weekend. Everything is nice. Oh, so we just, she wanted to turn right around the bus, and so now you have to go straight, lady. Maserati. I had an avocado toast, and that was, I would say, it was not really fully burnt, but it was like super hot, and I had a hard time cutting it with the wooden fork, knife and fork. Okay, autonomous eats. If you are still there with the question about the current state of German automakers, let me know, and then I will speak to that. Actually, let me see. That was on YouTube. That was on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Okay, so how do I read here? my laptop real quick to type this. So which way are we going? Oh, through the red, through the fire and the rain, just to be with you. Yep. So I'm supposedly getting there with 52% state of charge. It is a 128-mile drive. Um, let's see. That was awesome. Not the food, but the action. That would be your chance, Volvo. So we're still rolling onto the intersection on red to make the turn. Is something loose here? I always have to check because those mounts, the suction cup mounts, they get loose after a while, especially with big temperature swings. But yeah. Here we are, driving through LA. Oh, hold my laptop. That beetle here on the right hand side is beaten up. So the front has an accident and the stuff is just dragging on the street. It's funny. Ooh, Mad Max going for it. I like the fact how the bus was just switching lanes without even signaling. Security. Gotta go. I will cut you. Security. Windsor and Beverly Boulevard. Okay. Let's plug it back in. And we are charging again. So that's the advantage of like a really nice power bank. It went all the way down to 40% with all the things that are connected to it. And it was still streaming. And everything's still working. So we turn left in 0.7. Something's rattling and I'm not really sure where it's coming from. Trying to figure that out. But to no avail. Let me... Everything is just making noise. Okay, because I'm on stuff. Put my laptop on things that make it wobble. So you cannot turn between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Actually, let me put this back on here. So I'm plugging in my microphone for charging. Sorry for the sound it will make. It's wireless. It's battery operated, but sometimes I forget to check how much charge it has on it, and then it just dies. Okay, so let's see how this works out. Okay. So there's somebody coming from the right. That was intense. Maybe not really necessary, but nevertheless, be prepared. That was a heartbreak step. And like I said, I mean, I saw the car already coming from there when I turned around the corner, so I was prepared myself for them to perhaps come out. And here we are, interstate, busy in Mad Max. So far, I drove 4.5 miles and I'm still on 99%. That's pretty awesome. Or is it? Because that would say I can drive 450 miles. And that's not really true. So something is off. If my display is still saying 99% state of charge and I drove, for the current drive, I drove 4.5 miles, then I'm looking here that I used 50 watt hours per mile more than average. So things don't match up. So you want to hear about the thoughts about the German industry when you have a chance. Okay, so I just talked to my friend Uwe about it, and he told me a bit more of the inside stuff that he found out. So BYD, the company in China, obviously sells cars in Europe, in Germany as well as in other countries, and they are really low price. And it seems that there has been a little bit of foul play going on. So he told me, and again, that's what my friend Uwe told me, that BYD has produced a lot of cars and has sold cars in China in like really, really high numbers, but to kind of dubious, had been registered to dubious owners to then just be sold as used cars. So in order to push their sales numbers, they basically sold a lot of cars to whomever, kind of fishy in a way, but in order to boost their numbers, and also, as you know, they are quite um, lower in price than other cars. So then they have sent a lot of cars to Germany and a lot of cars to other countries. And then a lot of people in Germany just basically buy those cars. They don't buy a Tesla, they buy a BYD if it is way, way lower in price and it has good interior and everything and so on. So with this being said, German car manufacturers like Porsche, Mercedes, BMW, and so on, they start to struggle because their numbers are going down because they're obviously not competitive in that sector of giving you a lot of luxury for a really, really low price. And what it turns out to be, BYD was supposedly, a company self-made and um, really successful, but it seems to turn out that BYD got government incentives in China, and that made it possible to kind of produce those cars and offer them for such low prices. That's what I've heard. Nevertheless, I can say this with certainty: if you put a lot of way, way lower priced items on the market, a lot of people will jump on it, whatever it is. It can be furniture, it can be anything else, TVs, mobile phones, computers, and whatnot. So if you have that going on, you obviously have a lot of people that gravitate to buying that. And that's what happens then. So they don't buy something more expensive And one could say, well, they wouldn't buy something expensive to begin with because they don't have the money for that. Yes, but there are also other items that are being sold, or other cars that are being sold from Mercedes and BMW that are not really the luxury sort of edition. You know, they are for more standard or entry priced, but they are still more expensive than something like BYD. So what do you do? Do you buy this BMW that doesn't have all of different things in it, or do you buy a BYD that has crazy features on the car? You know, that's the thing. So I would say if Chinese cars would be sold here in the US, that a lot of car manufacturers, and I'm not just talking about Tesla, but a lot of car manufacturers, GMC, Chevy, other American brands, Buick and so on, they would have quite a problem too, because it is not easy to convince people to spend. Why don't you just spend $30,000 more and then you get a car that has less or equal? You know, it's I don't know. I wouldn't think that is appealing. So those are my 2 cents. And then the stream dropped again. I don't understand. X is just crazy. So let me close this, close X altogether, come back in, and I'm still here. Don't yell at me. Live stream. So one thing I can say, when I live stream on X, well, let me say something. Let's end this whole car issue and jump back to the video issue here. I'm streaming using restream.io, and with restream.io, keeping that X stream alive, it ends up dropping it and just creating a new X stream with the same title. But obviously everybody who was watching is now being kicked off, and because the stream is over with and there's a new one, so you kind of need to go back to my profile and then join the new stream that just was being built. And it almost looks to me like this is happening right now as we speak again, and it's painful, but who knows. So yeah. Well, it's a German's perspective from a German that lives outside of Germany for now 20 years. Um, but one thing not to forget, gas prices have always been way higher in Europe and Germany. And they are kind of on par with what you see here in California, where I am right now. So gas prices in Germany probably are around $8 a gallon right now. And again, that's also due to this whole conflict in Iran that was so graciously started without a plan, in my opinion. But the problem is Germany always had smaller cars. So I don't want to. I want to get away here from this concrete. Germany always had smaller cars. Nobody drives like pickup trucks there. They are not really being sold, so you would have to kind of import something. Nobody wants pickup trucks. Nobody wants big engines because they use a lot of gas, and so people have 4-cylinder engines with direct injection and whatnot, which are just using very minimum gas, as low as you can. And then a lot of people in Germany don't really own a place. Like this whole living in a house and having a garage and so on, that's not the majority of Germans. Um, a lot of people live in cities and apartment complexes and so on. So they when they have an electric car, they obviously might have to go and charge publicly. And so getting an electric car doesn't mean you essentially end up saving money. And electricity is also still expensive because the way that electricity is being produced in Germany is, I think, a lot still based on gas, burning gas for turbines. And that gas used to come from Russia, but then with the Ukraine war, that's also, there was a hold then on things and embargoes and whatnot. So it has made everything more expensive throughout for Germans. So it's not just gas. And it's kind of an issue. What do you do if you live in an apartment building and you want to get an electric car? Some people, I have a friend who had an electric car and he said, I mean, it wasn't really much cheaper in the end. Um, he didn't have a charger where he parks, so it's an apartment complex with a little bit of a sort of garage or parking deck below, and in the end he had a charger there and it was all being installed, but his lease ended and he picked a different car, so he went back to a gas car because he did not really save much money. So there you have it. So is this again, did it jump again? It's on replay. It creates a new stream all the time. I'm still here. I'm holding the steering wheel even. So yeah. It's the thing. Express lanes. I will go in the express lane right now. To make it 75 cents. Yeah. Let me go in here. Are we going? Good gracious. That took a while. I didn't want to go in there. I don't know what's going on with the stream here. It doesn't seem to be streaming. It says it's offline. I'm still streaming on YouTube though. So what now? I'm not offline. Not at all. All right. If you are watching on X, sorry guys about all of this. I'm not sure why this keeps recreating the stream. I'm using two Starlings and two mobile hotspots, and it shouldn't be an issue. So it seems Memorial Day is in full swing here. Lots of people. But it seems like people keep rejoining then on the live stream. Um, so thanks for that. If you do, and you know, jump onto the new stream, I appreciate that. Don't get out of here. I don't know why it wanted to. I want to stay in here. Why is this so difficult? Still problems with FSD, in my opinion. Oh, look, a blue Cybertruck. Purple. Blue, purple, all the different colors. Well, I'll let it be here in the left lane. It seems to be okay. I don't see anybody coming behind us who's going faster. Oh, let me look at the temperature. It is 26 degrees Celsius, whatever that means in Fahrenheit. I don't want to look this up right now. I would think it's about 80, maybe 70 something. Here we are looking it up. Display. 79, okay, well, not bad. So it's 79 here. Let's see how much it is up the hill in Yucca Valley. Oh, that's a bad spot to stand here. Not good. And she was standing outside her car, in front of the car, meaning that if somebody is hitting her car, she gets run over by whatever. Okay, so now I don't want to be in the HOV lane. So see, now I need to turn this. Hang on. Settings, auto, yes. So I shouldn't be in the in this lane because I don't have the stickers for it. And I need to leave, but I don't want to go over the double white line. So now we should get out. Okay. I think the Dodge Ram is coming over, or at least wanted to. And here we go again. Did it drop again? How do you get back into full view? I don't know. I have no idea how to operate an iPhone. So I minimized the view, so I didn't really know how to get back to the full view. And I can see already it dropped the stream again. This is ridiculous. Let me see what my Speedify says. Oh, okay. Let me slow down because police is coming up. But then on the other hand, if everybody is going this speed, whom do you pick? Right? We all go the same speed. I see them. Fitness, LA Fitness. Well, there you have it. So one thing that I will do is once I get back, I will start editing the video from this test that we did with the hand signaling, the gestures, to see how, if FSD is actually paying attention to it or if it is ignoring it, because when people keep saying, oh, it knows hand gestures and FSD recognizes it. I honestly don't think so. And if so, it's not really consistent. So that's what I can say. But again, speed limit is 65. We are going 76. Actually, let me see something. Okay. Hey, is the Tesla Service Center in Cathedral City open today on Memorial Day? Hello, Grok?
No, the Tesla Service Center in Cathedral City is closed today on the... Yeah, their official hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and closed on Saturdays,
Goodbye.
Sundays, and holidays.
Yeah, I figured they would be closed, but you never know. So I guess that's Los Angeles Spaghetti Junction here, or Pasadena. They showed me a middle finger. In a messed up sedan that is halfway falling apart, but you want to show somebody a middle finger. It's so awesome. People are just interesting. Well, there you have it. People go through extreme lengths in order to make themselves heard. They want to tell you they don't like your car. Yeah, yeah. See if I can extract this and put it up on X. So the reason why I was just looking for the service center is my tires are pretty much toast, and I don't really understand it because I have been driving the same way as with my previous one, and so they only made it to 18,000 miles and are now being on the tread mark, and need to be exchanged. So I assume that when this was a test or a demo vehicle, that somebody must have burned rubber or so, but I don't think so because that would just be more or less on the rear axle. I don't know. I do not know. All I know is I need new tires. And it's rather early, in my opinion. So none of this was my fault, but I did buy a demo vehicle, so I would understand if Tesla is saying, well, it is what it is. You bought the vehicle. It was clear that there could be something. And oh, look at this VW bus here. Nice. Good shape. Um, so yeah, it's up to me. I bought a demo vehicle, so if it would have been a brand new one and it would have those issues with the tires, they could still say, well, it's an item that gets used and so on, but I don't know, by driving the same style, by driving long distances as you see me doing, is I work from home. Excuse me, I have hiccups now. I work from home, so I'm not really driving every day. And to get like 18,000 miles on my truck since November, it is due to long distance driving. And on long distance drives, there isn't really much I can do with burnouts either. You know, it's not, that's not my style. So, oh well. Going back into the fast track, that's not bad. I'm just enjoying the scenery, the views of the mountains. It's just awesome. No, 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 no. Don't do this. I don't understand this. Why does it want to go over on this express lane? Don't take this exit. Stay here. This time it didn't. Okay. I'm amazed, that still people tune into this live stream because it's Memorial Day. So I would think you are with family, friends, doing some barbecue, going to get some Memorial Day sale specials, what have you. So I'm actually, I appreciate you guys tuning in here. It says police is being reported ahead, but can they really pull somebody out from this lane? Who knows? If they would stand here, then they could. Didn't see them. Oh, look at the dog here in that Ford, sticking out the window. West Coast University. So the thing is, I'm live streaming, but I'm also recording. So my point is to gather material that I can use. You know, to gather material I can use in case there is something interesting. Is this LAX here? No, it's just like a small airport. This lane ends. Come on then, Mr. Ford. Get it going. Good job. What is the latest date on the Garden Grove chemical tank?
It's the Garden Grove chemical tank at a GKN aerospace facility in California. Latest update this afternoon. Officials say the explosion threat is eliminated thanks to a pressure relieving crack, but the crisis isn't over. Evacuations continue as a smaller leak or explosion is still possible.
Okay. So is the evacuation still in effect?
Yes, evacuation orders are still in effect for around 40,000 to 50,000 people in Garden Grove and nearby Orange County areas. Officials say the major explosion risk is gone, but a leak or small remain cautious.
Thank you. Goodbye. No questions, nobody there, I guess. I just enjoy things anyway. Why would you drive below the speed limit in the left lane? Don't even know what to say. Yeah, I could imagine that police is looking for people that are driving drunk, perhaps. So you want to be extra cautious because you drank something and hold up all the traffic. That was kind of pointless. So yeah, here in LA, I have to say it's even worse with those speed profiles because so I'm signaling to go into the right lane and it's not going over, not at all. It's just simply avoiding it. I'm signaling, it's not going. So now I stopped signaling and started again and then it went. I don't know. Let me see if there is some sort of gas station on the way. Hey Grog, are there any gas stations on my way?
Yeah, there are gas stations like Arco near exits on I-10 from here to Redlands, and more like Shell along California 62 near Yucca Valley. Most are open 24/7 with small detours if you want to add one.
Yeah, can you add the nearest one to my route?
Added the nearest Arco.
Yeah, I don't want to go
As your
backwards. It has to be on the route going forward. Thank you.
Got it. Cancel. You're welcome. Safe travels.
So, why did you remove my end stop? I wanted this to
I
be.
only added.
I don't see my main target anymore where I wanted to go to.
Sorry, fixed it. Arco stop added first, then back en route to Supercharger Yucca Valley.
Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, this happened to me so many times now. It's just removing the, my end stop, and then it gets me to wherever I was just about to edit to this road. So yeah. So for whatever reason, even by being in a hurry, it was sticking to this lane for the longest. Interesting. And again, I keep saying it, it is very inconsistent. Sorry. Somebody with a bicycle. So I have to put in a little pit stop, not to fill up with gas, but to flush out some drinks. Mountains look awesome ahead of me, so high. So we should be going over any minute here in the other lane because we have half a mile left. And oh, okay, never mind. We have half a mile left here for this part going straight. And then we take an exit, okay. So looked interesting. The canal just had lots of concrete blocks. I assume that's for slowing down some of the flood waters or so. Okay, so let me get going here already. I am taking this exit and I will use the restroom real quick. And then I'm on my way again. McDonald's, Popeyes, Carl's Jr., Burger King, everything here. Everything you need and don't want. Everything you want and don't need, rather. Are we going? Okay. Doing things my way here, going manually. Disabled parking. It's full, but there's more parking over here. Okay. I'll be right back. Oh, actually, I would say this too. One thing I always forget is to leave the AC on. Well, I thought they have a restroom, but they do not. So, let me see where else I can go. Right now, I have to go go the other direction anyway. Let's do that. Let's go to, I don't know, Burger King or whatever. There's so much here. I'm back actually, so, but I will be gone in a second again. We go to this Burger King here. I was trying to go straight and then just turn into it, but since the traffic light turned red, there's no point in all of this. Ah, man. Okay, off we go. You make a U-turn. Okay, cool. Let me do this. Let me go swing around. Go right here. Keep the AC on. Be right back. right. Let me just send something to my friend Uwe. Okie dokie. Start the self-driving. Let's see how we get out of all of this here. All right, out we go. This is the, okay, I was just about to say that was more or less looked like an in, getting in way. So I mean, there's nobody in this lane here. Come on, go now. We can make it to be faster than this truck. There shouldn't be an issue. Going back on I-10, going back to Yucca Valley. Maybe my friend Uwe actually joins the live stream on YouTube. Let's see. I mean, joining in terms of watching, not saying anything or so. Are we still getting it, the green here, or we need to stop? We need to stop. Streaming. $10 for the flowers. Come on, it's green. And here we go. Make a right. Make a wish. Make a right. I am in a hurry. I'm probably gonna keep it there. So this red pickup truck wanted to make sure not to let me in. Not the big deal. Oh, I'm back already. Oh, this just, I was thinking I'm looking at my stream, but it was just a frozen image. $63 miles to go to those big mountains there in the distance. Honda Prologue. So one thing that I found out, the camera that I have on the roof, the GoPro, used to have a battery inside, and it was constantly having issues. It was charged to like 100%, but then when I started a live stream, it would deplete, even though it's not needed because I'm constantly providing, USB-C power to it, but or charging power. So it still went all the way down to like 0% with the battery. Then it recycled the camera, started the camera, and the battery had like 1% state of charge, and immediately depleted the 1% state of charge and turned itself off again. Charged. It was still going in this, camera, and I yanked on, that little thing, and always slipped without getting the the battery out. And so then I looked at the battery, and it was bulged, so it had expanded. And I think it is more or less because in this heat on this roof, um, that actually happened in Atlanta, not here, but it was getting hot in Atlanta as well. So I believe by being exposed to the outside with the battery inside, that wasn't really good. The battery just got way too hot. And so, yeah, removed the battery. So now there's no battery inside, and that should be good because the camera works without the need for a battery. So all is good. Slow trucks. Okay. The thing is, everybody is trying to be left in the left lane, and traffic seems to be flowing even faster in the right lanes. So let's try that. See, even this guy doing that, getting around everybody. So this is an exit lane. Let me push the pedal real quick. And I'm going to Mad Max. Just going with the flow here that everybody has. Yeah, makes sense. If we all just be in the left lane here, so and I can see the car that is slow. It's a white car in this left lane here, holding everybody up. Feels like Atlanta. Is this white? What is that? Can't really tell. Everybody has to go around this car. It's a Lincoln. Mad Max doing its thing here. We hope. But then it didn't. In tow. This lane is not the best. It would be better to be in those other lanes, but they are just not driving. Mad Max to the rescue. My power bank is charged to 100%. It's kind of funny how you can see one person holding everybody up. So unnecessary. Am I not streaming anymore? It says I'm offline. Seems like there's some Memorial Day issues here with X. Because I'm streaming. Haven't changed a single bit. And I think the stream on YouTube is still going. I get to the point where you don't want to stream on X anymore. If this keeps going like this. Man, this whole area here looks so impressive with the mountains. It's just, I like it. So I'm just soaking it in. That's why I'm sitting here and not really saying much. Just enjoying those things. Talking about enjoying things. Ugh. The sticker made it sticky. I have to remove this at some point. Let's see. Are we back live on X? Yep. You can see how fast everybody is going here. And there it is, the casino, and from then it goes downhill into the valley to the Palm Springs area, Indio area, and after that it goes steep uphill. It's amazing when you do those trips and live streaming and everything, there's hardly any time to really keep up with social media. Not that I need to, but it's kind of interesting to see what people say to certain things and so on. So I'm falling behind. And Mad Max going for the pass. Oh, so now my capture cards start banging against each other here. Let me see something, just out of interest. What's going on in the very right lane here? Oh, there's a long line of cars here. What's that? Festival, or are they all parked? No, they're driving. Wow. I'm not sure where they go to. It's a long line. Crazy. I wouldn't want to be in that line. Pretty awesome. The wind is gone, so all those windmills. Oh, actually, let me see. Wind is still coming west, 12 miles per hour. So I would assume that I have tailwind, and that's why it all feels so quiet in here. Except for the tire noise on those thingies here. The scraped channel. Let's see how many people are charging right now. 9 of 15 available. Okay. And we're going downhill. Awesome consumption, 165 watt hours per mile. It's just green, like it's almost like nothing to be burned. Electrons are not being burned. They are converted. Traffic doesn't look good on the other side. Looks pretty bad. Doesn't look good. It's like everybody coming back from Palm Springs or so. I don't know what's going on. Whatever it is, it's traffic. And it isn't good. Traffic, traffic. So we already start preconditioning for fast charging. Still 24 miles away. There's a truck here on the side. Come on, man. 1.2 miles. I just put myself in timeout here. So they are trying to signal each other that we need to go exit here. Hang on. And we are in hurry, and everybody is on the interstate in a long line. Here comes the wind again. Let me go in Mad Max and get this party started. So So somebody is transporting suitcases here in this F-150. "19 more miles, 44% state of charge on arrival." It was saying something about 54 earlier, I think. But it seems to have changed. And that's due to the fact that I ended up driving way faster. The wind is extreme. That's a nice boat. Ah, okay, let's see what else is going on in the world other than myself here. I'm right here. I'm looking straight ahead. Cybertruck. So now the consumption looks way different. 722, 25, 29, 736, and it will keep climbing. 740. So everything that was gained is now being lost. Pretty sweet. That's some green. L green. Well, the temperatures here are way higher. We had 74, no, 78 or so before, and now we have 32 degrees Celsius, from 26 Celsius to 32 Celsius. And that means um, it is 89 here. 89. Way warmer. What's my consumption? Insane. Yeah, almost there. 5 more miles, and then I'm at the charger. Police is going here. I wonder if they pull somebody over. Yep. So let's see how this works out now. So they go over. Let's see. Okay. Police action. Nitty gritty. Okay. Cars left and right here. Which way are we going? I don't like that way. I like the other way. I will take over then. I don't want to go through this parking lot because they have speed bumps in there. So it offered me the different way that I actually want to go. Let's see if it does re, you know, calibrate, re-change, reroute. It's green. The truck is not gonna make it. This guy had a on the motorcycle had a bicycle in the back. It's funny. Um, it's amazing. One C is out of order. Okay. One C is out of order. Alrighty, let me plug in. Alrighty, so there you have it. I made it back here to Yucca Valley, and therefore we'll end the live stream right now. Thanks so much for anybody who is still on here and occasionally watched on this Memorial Day weekend. And see you all next time. Thank you guys.